Hey, my name is Dekunle. I'm currently pursuing my master's degree at NYU at the Interactive Telecommunications program, which is a school in the Tisch School of Arts, interdisciplinary program where we mix technology and art. I got my bachelor's degree at University of Maryland, where I studied finance and entrepreneurship. So, at the University of Maryland, where I earned my undergraduate degree, I studied finance with a concentration in entrepreneurship. And basically with finance, what we learned is about how our markets work, our financial markets in particular, and how they redistribute wealth from the poor and the rich, and how the stock market works and how investment works. And it was a very interesting major. I learned a lot about how money works and how I could further myself and with my own finances as well. With entrepreneurship, I was able to get a first-hand experience as far as like how to develop and grow a company from just a startup, just a small idea, and growing it to a full-fledged business where you have investment capital from investors and things of that nature. So I really enjoyed my experience. So the people that are going to pursue a degree in entrepreneurship are people who are very, very, very ambitious, people who wake up every morning wanting to get the most out of life. And these type of people, while they seem they might be weird, it's pretty much anyone could do it. It's just like about finding what you're really, really passionate about. And I guess devoting a lot of time and energy toward it. So with the program that I had and the classmates that I work with, they're very, very not particularly strong in any particular skill, but like I said, they were ambitious and they wanted to start something by themselves. They were self-starters, and that's kind of like the characteristics of an entrepreneur. For finance, these people were also very passionate as well. They were good with, they had several arithmetic skills. They were good in financial a little bit, but anyone could technically be in the finance field. It's just about also making sure that, that you love what you're doing. So pretty much anyone could do finance. Okay, so potential jobs or opportunities you can have after you get your degree. To make yourself as attractive as possible, I suggest that you join as many clubs or organizations that you're passionate about, just so you can diversify your knowledge base. But particularly with finance, you could do investment banking. You could do work at your local branch bank. You could work in the school at the as an administrator, working with financial aid. Or you could do anything dealing with handling of money, a bank teller. Or if you want to do entrepreneurship route, which I'm more pursuing myself, you could start your own business and anything that you're passionate about, or you could go to school to develop those skills that you're going to need to start your business, which I'm doing at NYU now at the Interactive Telecommunications program. Me in particular, I want to start a technology program that's probably going to be on the internet, so I wanted to develop some technical skills and technical background. So at NYU, at grad program I'm taking now, I'm learning web development, I'm learning interactive design, and I'm learning about database design. So basically kind of like learning the blueprint, the fundamentals of how to start or run an internet company. So basically you have a wide range of options. As long as you get your degree and you make sure you put yourself in contact with people that could potentially put you in a place where you want to be, you should be fine. So as soon as you get into college might seem overwhelming initially. And I suggest you take this opportunity to find yourself and not kind of like be honed in on what you want to do. Just try as many courses as you can, because that's the time you're going to be able to take your foundation courses. Me in particular, I took things I wasn't really particularly exposed to in high school. I took classics, which is Greek and Roman mythology, something I wasn't really like passionate about, but I was always interested in. So I tried those courses, even though I knew at the end I probably might want to do business. I also took philosophy, 170 logic, which I might not have liked as much, but at least I tried it, so I knew I didn't like it. But then as I grew older and I became a sophomore and junior, then I decided that yes, this particular probably going to be more business focused. So I started taking more classes that were focused particularly in finance. I took investments, I took financial markets, I took private equity and venture capital. things like that to also align me with entrepreneurship. I know eventually I'm going to have to try to look for investment capital. So like I said, just from my experiences and looking back, I would suggest to make sure you use as much as you can of the campus of whichever school you go to tap into all the cool and unique classes that they have. And then as you go up, then you can start to probably get more narrow focus. Okay, in regards to finance, we started off with just general ed business classes. We did marketing, finance, we did information systems, things that are generally could be applied to any business concentration. They were very, very unique and interesting majors, and it got kind of like, it wet my beak on as far as like the business environment. And then as I moved on to senior, I started taking more finance classes particularly, and I did investments, I did private equity and venture capital, I did long-term investments, and just basically stuff that has to do specifically with finance. With entrepreneurship in that program, it was focused a lot on building a company from the start. So we did startup technology ventures, where we sat in on lectures from entrepreneurs that are already successful in industry, and they came in and talked to students about what to look out for and what not to look out for. Also, investment bankers who invest in companies came and said what they look for and what they don't look for people who are pitching their companies to them. So I kind of got like a first-hand experience, a real-world experience when it came to entrepreneurship, as far as like what to look out for and what to expect. And I really enjoyed my experience. Right now you're in high school, so what can you do? For me in particular, me being a finance major in undergrad as well as entrepreneurship, I can't stress enough how much important is reading. Any kind of like literature, any kind of like any kind of major, any kind of high school classes that deal with words and communication, because that's so important. Because communication, I guess, crosses any boundary of any kind of job you want to pursue. If you're able to communicate your ideas and thoughts, and you're able to read, then you're going to be successful in anything you do. Also, having basic math skills, like math is it's a good skill to have if you're really good at it, but you don't have to be the best at math. Just have the core concepts down and pay attention. So some classes you might want to pay attention to is make sure you have a good understanding of algebra, pre-algebra, geometry is good as well. And like with communication and reading skills, you want to pay attention in English, social studies, literature. All those are very important. So like I said, communication is big, very, very big. So that's what you can do in high school.